Hi macarons! Hello! I hope everyone is okay today. So, I think it's not an entire gaming stream, but right now we're doing a gaming stream. So, I hope the chat is working. I'm not sure. Wait, let me check. Let me check 1 second. Oh, wait, where is my sound? This, up. So here we go. So first I'm going to check on Marshmallow whether or not there were some questions. And if they're not, I'm going to start the stream right away. So let's go. Poon Poon, hello, hello Poon Poon. Ah, thank you for testing the chat. I wasn't sure if it was working or not, but yeah, welcome to the gaming stream, and we're going to do the part 4 of Cupid Parasite. So let's check Marshmallow first. Marshmallow. Nothing. So okay, let's close it. And now we can start the game. Let me change the screen quickly. Switch. Alors, wait a minute. I think I need to mute this thing, and we're good. Let me just take the joystick quickly, and I'll be back. Come on, if it's working. Ah, it's working. So let's go. I can't wait to resume the story. I'm just waiting. Ah, yeah, now it's working. I'm like, why my joystick is not working? But yeah, it's working. Let's go. Cupid Parasite. Yeah. Yes. Potatoes. Wait. Ah! Why is my avatar so big? Ah, like this? Like this is better, I think. Yeah. Perfect. So we can start now. Let's go. Why can't I hear the sound? Ah, there's no sound at first. Ah, yeah, I hear it. Maybe the sound is a bit too loud. Like this? Yeah, it's louder.
Cupid Parasite.
Cupid Parasite. いくよ。
ロードするのか。ああ、構わない。どの瞬間でも私は SS だからな。
Ah, it's here, right? 10. Yeah, it's there. I think it's that. Yeah, it's here. Dun, dun. Ah, sorry, I forgot to read. Okay, the parasite are gathered together in secret.
それで全員に話ってなんだ、ギル。
夜更かしはお肌に悪いから手短によろしく。
あ、うん。ほら、もうすぐこのシェアハウスも終わりだろ。
ああ、そういやそうだね。案外早かったね。
え、もう一月経つの？おかしいな。予定では彼女ともっと神話談義をするつもりだったんだけど。
長い一月でした。 だが実に実りのある一月だった。
確かにこんな機会がなけりゃ絶対やろうとは暮らすこともなかったよな。
うん、初めてしたけれど共同生活って結構楽しいね。こうやって男だけで酒飲むなんて初めてだよ。
Bros night
っていつの間に酒開けてんの？え、これってそういう会じゃないの？あ、みんなもどうぞ。
My nose
これはワインか？
うん、ワインを飲むと豊穣とブドウ酒と酩酊の神であるディオニュソスを感じられるからね。
Oh la la. This is a mythology freak.
俺もちょうだい。
はーい。ほら、ギルもオーウェン君も。ケイサイン君は未成年だからブドウジュースね。
はあ？こんな時間にブドウジュースなんて飲むわけって何勝手についでるの？
え？あ、うん、ありがとう。ありがとうございます。
Everyone is
みんな
drinking.
グラス持った？
They're going to be
じゃあ
drunk.
改めまして乾杯。
Drunk party. Oh yeah. Do you know that today is the Saint Patrick? Yeah, Saint Patrick. Today is Saint Patrick. This is I think it's an Irish day where you drink beer and stuff like this. There's a lot of price at the bars for this event. So happy Saint Patrick, everyone.
ほう、なかなか芳醇でうまい。銘柄は
Oh my god, his voice.
つまみ何かない？
あ、ごめん、俺普段あんまりつまみとか食べないんだよね。何か持ってくるよ。あ、ラウル、
ラウル、座って。それでギル、なんか言いたいことあるんでしょ？
うん、軌道修正ありがとう、ケイサイン君。実は俺、パラサイトハウスが終わるとき、彼女にお礼がしたいと思ってるんだ。
彼女ってアドバイザーさん？
この番組と共同生活がうまくいったのって彼女のおかげだと思うしさ。それに彼女は俺たちを結婚させようと頑
Good
張ってく
morning,
れてるから。
happy Saint Patrick! Yay! Like I said, happy Saint Patrick, everyone. Don't forget to wear green. Yeah, today is Green Day. Green Day. Yeah. I mean, you can wear green for the occasion. Actually, I tried to wear green today. But as I ate my lunch very quickly, I got my shirt dirty while eating soup. And now I don't have any other t-shirt that is green. I'm so sad. That was tragic. Happy Saint Patrick! Yay! Beer days. Yeah.
ま、実際結婚できそうなやつはここにいないけどな。
I'm still looking at my shirt. Oh. Anyway.
私のクライアントならばすぐでしょう。
I have to focus. I have to focus on the game.
まあ、そのはずだ。
俺は恋のことはよくわからないけど、女の子と話す楽しさがちょっとは分かったかな。
それってまさか彼女のことじゃ。
あんなに神話トーク通じる子いなかったし、叱られるのって結構楽しいね。
Oh la la. He likes to be scolded by me.
まさかこの企画ってライバル増やしただけ？
俺はライバルじゃないから安心しろって応援してるからな、ギル。
ギル？
なんか怖い人に応援された。どうせ他の人が両思いになったところで横からかっさらいに来るんだろ。
That's true.
そんな無粋な真似はしないって。
信用度ゼロだよ。
でも確かにこの生活結構楽しかった。
Oh, he's so cute, Ryuki.
ケサインくんが出れた。
へえ。ケイサイン君も誰かとの生活の温かさに目覚めちゃったんだ。
Oh, he's so cute, Ryuki, so cute.
うるさいな。
Oh, ツンデレみたい。
なんで俺にミストなの？
She's such a ツンデレ。
あんたが一番肌荒れしてるからだよ。アラン気持ち悪いぐらい肌綺麗だし。
俺は肌がツヤツヤになるような生き方してるからね。
とにかく話がそれだけならもう僕は寝るよ。夜更かしが一番肌に悪いんだから。
ですが昨晩ずいぶん夜遅くまで仕事をしていたと思いましたが。
気のせいでしょ。っていうかあんた寝てると思ったのに起きてたわけ？
起きているのか寝ているのかわからないとよく言われます。
ケイサイン君ストイックなのはいいけれど、たまにはこうやって遊ばなきゃ。遊びがなきゃいい仕事は生まれないよ。
あんたまで姉さんみたいなこと言うんだな。
そりゃ大人ですから。年長者の話は聞いておいた方がいいよ。年の子って言葉があるだろ。
I forgot how old Alan is. I think he's about 32 or 33. 30 something. And Yuki is 19.
確かに遊びはしとけって昔はよく先輩俳優に言われたよ。その方が演技の幅が広がるからって。
分かったよ。じゃあ今日は付き合ってあげる。でもあんたらと飲むためじゃなくて彼女へのお礼の内容を考えるためだから。
Oh, so cute.
素直じゃないな、ケサインくんは。
Why is he talking like that, kid?
酒臭い。もう酔ってんの？おい、こいつにそんな飲ませるなよ。めんどくさい。
He's drunk.
これぐらいの量じゃ普通酔えなくない？
This is such a... It is in the theme of the Saint Patrick, so let's go.
ああ、そうだ。全く酔わない。とっても酔わないぞ。多少世界が回ってふわふわするぐらいだ。
Oh, Mr. Stein is drunk as well.
あんたも酔ってんじゃん。おい大人、年長者なんだろ。ちゃんとしろよ。
お酒飲んだら女の子欲しくなってきた。隣の部屋から彼女呼んでこない？
Oh la la.
俺考える場に本人呼んでどうすんだよ。ダメに決まってるでしょ。ああもううざい。早く部屋出てってよ。
Ryuki. Oh, I kinda regret not choosing Ryuki. He's so cute. Oh. Did I hear some loud noise coming from the other room? What the heck is going on? I knew I should probably investigate, but I was already in bed, and I just didn't feel like it. I'm just glad everyone's getting along so well now. Since the last episode, the house has been pretty peaceful. No yelling matches, not even major arguments. The Parasite 5 were finally getting along and working together. And thanks to that huge fight before, it seems like they've all been more willing to listen to me too. Raul hasn't been talking about mythology as much, and I've gotten a couple of messages from what I think is Monsieur S himself. Yuki, Gil, and Alan haven't changed all that much, but their reputations have improved thanks to Parasite House. At this point, these guys might actually be able to hold a normal conversation with women who are looking to get married. That thought suddenly made me realize something. That's right. The time has come to fulfill the original goal of Parasite House. A few days later, I suggested to the show producer and Mr. Snail that we should invite viewers to a matchmaking event for the both episode. Really? Oh my god. Oh my god. Roll agent get us to go ahead. We put up a post on the profile on the official blog asking for participants. The fateful day had arrived, the fourth and penultimate episode of Parasite House. It's already the last one.
はいお肉焼けたよ。あとここの野菜も食べられるから。
I like the music.
本当にギル君って尽くしてくれるんだ。ありがとう。ねえねえアラン君、私ラウル君が好きなんだけど、そしたら略奪してくれるの？
もちろん。とびっきり甘い夢を見させてあげるよ。君に添いなしてね。
Everyone was enjoying the barbecue party, and the Parasite 5 were surrounded by women. I was content to watch from distance. Thank goodness, this is exactly how I was hoping Parasite House would end. After so many of our female members had rejected them, I thought it might be impossible. It's all thanks to the show. I guess by advertising each of them as one part of the Parasite 5, we found fans for each of their personalities. Basically, it was a matchmaking approach that would have been impossible in any other situation. Still, I have no idea how many of the women here are actually serious about marriage. My gut was telling me they were just there to meet the Parasite 5, not necessarily their future husband. They were basically fangirls. As for Raul, Yuki, and Owen, I looked around and found Raul being mobbed by a group of girls competing for selfie. True to his movie star status, he was spending the night taking photos with his adoring fire. Oh, that's not very useful. But he's got his agent with him, so he should be fine. How about Owen?
ええ、そうです。私が代理で全ての会話をさせていただきますので。
ってことはオーエン君と結婚できるってこと？
いえ、私はあくまで代理でして、全く結婚生活に関与するつもりは。
でも結婚後もオーエン君が代理で会話してくれるんでしょ？ それって実質オーウェン君との結婚じゃない。
I think I'll let Monsieur S handle that one. Anyway, where's Yuki? I spotted Yuki spraying mist at every woman in his vicinity, but none of them showed any sign of giving up.
もちもちする。というか、計算員くんのそのゴミを見るような目、たまらない。
もちもちする。
うっざ。
それもご褒美です。
Oh my god. I'm not sure if it's okay or not. I was about to go talk to Ryuki when suddenly someone grabbed my shirt.
助けてくれ。
Peter? Where's your camera?
カメラなら三脚でそこに置いてある。それよりも私を隠してくれ。見知らぬ女性に追われて。
カメラマンのピーターくんいた。ねえねえ、こっちに混ざろうよ。
私は兄と違って女性はダメなんだ。
I'm not like my brother? Who is his brother? Peter let out a high-pitched scream and ran into the park. I had no idea Peter was so bad with women. He was always walking around with a vacant smile on his face, so I had no idea something like this could cause him so much troubles. Now that I think about it, Peter had an habit of talking even during the broadcast, so he had a certain following on his Instagram. Apparently, a few of the girls at tonight's event were big fans of his. But still,
イルくんかわいい。失恋なんて忘れさせてあげるから、ここ抜け出してどっか行こうよ。
ごめん、それはちょっと。俺やっぱ彼女を忘れられないし。
その失恋パラサイトぶりたまんない。かわいい一途なんだ。アランさん、略奪して。ラウルくん、もっとしゃがんで。目線ください。計算員くん待って。もっとミストかけて。
this is hell. This wasn't exactly the kind of matchmaking party I was expecting. It was more like a photo shoot for some idol group. The whole situation was making me uncomfortable, so I hid myself in a corner. Hiding behind some trees, I took a sip of my drink. Suddenly, I sensed someone standing behind me.
リネット、ちゃんと食べているか？
Oh, Mr. S, Mr. Snail. Oh yeah, I ate a little earlier. Just some jelly drink though. The barbecue was so crowded I couldn't really get close, so I just finished up the jelly drink from my date with Owen. I had so much to do during the broadcast. There was no time to eat anything, but at least everything turned out okay.
そうか。ならよかった。随分と盛況だな。
Yeah, I hope things go okay for everyone.
彼らなら平気だろう。ああ見えて骨のある男たちだ。
Yeah, little too strong for their own good at times.
それより、この企画がここまで成功したのは、君が頑張ってくれたからだ。
Oh.
ありがとう。
Arigato. Oh, thank you. Huh? Did the president just compliment me? Oh, so cute. It's okay. I'm just doing my job.
だがお前ほど熱心な社員はいない。そうだろう。
Oh, so cute. Ah, he smiled! Mr. Snake smiled! Oh, my God, he smiled. He's so cute. Ah, Kai. He gave me a soft smile. My heart started beating a little faster at his warm gaze.
お前は会員のことを第一に考えている。しかも会員が結婚した後のことまで見据えているだろう。ノルマを達成するだけならば結婚生活など考えずに成婚させればいいはずなのに、お前はしなかった。なかなかできる人はいない。
No, really. I'm a bridal advisor and all that is part of it.
だがおかげで私も仕事に対する考えを改めることができた。そもそも最初は恋愛などに時間をかけてはもったいないと考え、マッチングアプリを開発していたんだ。
Wait, really?
ああ、あの頃の私は仕事や勉学のことしか考えていなかったからな。
Pupun smile. Cute.
それは今もか。だからお前のように心から会員のことを考えている社員がいてこそ我が社は成り立つんだ。私だけではこうはならないだろう。
I impressed Mr. Snake.
お前のような社員がいてくれてよかった。これからもその調子で頼むぞ。
The president gave me a quick pat on the shoulder, then walked off. As I watched him go, I couldn't suppress the smile that rose to my lips. Oh, she's so cute as well. I've never known anyone who thought so highly of me before. Dad always just expected me to do well, and my colleagues would always ask me why I bothered to work so hard. Oh. As a god, I was expected to properly matchmake people. But obviously, that's not normal for a human. Most people who work hard are motivated by a paycheck. So they didn't understand why I cared so much. But Mr. Snail just gave me a really nice compliment. I need to work even harder so I can keep living up to his expectation. Yay! He entrusted me with the Parasite 5, so the last thing I want to do is let him down. Looking at the Parasite 5, I thought about how tomorrow would be another day of hard work. The fourth episode came to an end without any major issues, thank goodness. The barbecue drew to a close and we saw off the female members. Then we made our way to Raoul's jet and flew back to Parasite House.
ただいま。
飲みすぎちゃった。
やっぱここに来ると帰ってきたって気分になるな。
疲れた。
Everyone was relaxing in the living room and took turns using the bath. It was another normal night in Parasite House. My turn for the bath came, and I washed up the day dust and green. I collapsed onto the couch and opened up my laptop. I I should update the vlog with today's events. Oh, but maybe I'll check Instagram first. I put out my phone and searched hashtag Parasite House. Today's episode of Parasite House was awesome. Peter was so cute running all over the place like that. Wait, they're allowed to go after the same person? That's rad. Man, I wish I could have been on the show. Oh, the comments are pretty much all positive. Just like me, lots of people question what kind of matchmaking event it was. But for the most part, everyone seemed to like the show. Even though it was a 1 hour special, Bomba Chorizo didn't show up. I was a little worried about that, but it turned out okay. Considering how much time and energy I spent planning the event, I was relieved to say the least. Alright, time for a vlog update. After putting up a post, I was planning to put together an updating matchmaking support plan for the Paris 5. As I lost myself in my work, I suddenly felt something cold touch my cheek. Touch my cheek? Oh, Ryuki is so cute! Oh, he's so cute. Look at his angelic face. His face is so cute. Oh, and Cupid too is so cute as well. Oh god!
フェイスマスク、とっておきのやつ。
Oh, whoa, it's so soft. The texture, the moisturizing effect. It was almost certainly several times more expensive than the ones I normally bought for myself. Are you sure I can have this?
仕事頑張ってる人は尊敬できるから。
Oh. He glanced at my laptop screen. Apparently, he'd come over to show his appreciation. I can't believe even Ryuki is trying to compliment me. Thank you, Ryuki-kun. I couldn't help but smile as I began applying the mask face. The
笑わないの。よれるでしょ。
Sorry, I'm just so happy.
そうならよかった。まあ、美容には悪いから、仕事はそこそこにして、ちゃんと寝なよ。
Oh my god! He's so cute! He's so cute! Ryuki-kun! As Ryuki turned to go, I saw him blushing just the tiniest bit, and his ears seemed to be turning red too. Oh damn, I had to fixate. Was he embarrassed? Was he mad about something? Or at this point, what should I do? My main goal is to go for Mr. Snail. Oh, but I can't do. No, let's go for a positive answer for Ryuki. Tsundere. Yeah, he sure is a tsundere. Ah, he's so cute. Was Ryuki embarrassed or something? He's always so crabby. It's definitely possible he was embarrassed at doing something nice for a change. This is truly a tsundere. He didn't just mix me like he usually would. I'm sure he thought about it and picked a mask that would fit my skin the best. I'm really happy we decided to do this Parasite House project. There have been so many firsts for me with them. I was highly able to provide any support as a bridal advisor at all. But each of them have definitely changed in some way, and it's all thanks to living in this share house. Okay, but I don't want to make Yuki worry about me, so I should hurry up and finish this blog post so I can go to bed. As I was working on the blog, I could practically feel my skin getting softer. Oh, she really is the glamour parasite. I'd been trying to fix that side of him, but maybe he's okay as is, as long as he can be considerate of others. But what made him become so fixated on people looks in the first place? Sorry, my tone was totally out of it. But what made him become so fixated on people's looks in the first place? My guess was that it had something to do with him being such a dedicated fashion designer. But I'm not exactly a trained therapist, so the last thing I want to do is dig into it too much and end up hurting him. Oh. He's still young and he tends to take things really seriously, but his private life is still a complete mystery. Although he did say that everyone in his family talks about the facial grade thing a lot. In any case, I should sit down with everyone again after Parasite House is over. That's what I was thinking as the night drew to a close. Good night and good luck. I had to drink a big cup of water. So, at last, today is the final episode.
Oh!
Raul gave a small cheer and quick bit of applause. He was the only one to show any amount of enthusiasm. As for the others,
うまくいくかなあれ。大丈夫なはず。
今日は各部屋を撮影するそうだ。みんな、掃除は済んでいるか？
え、撮影入るの？やばい、あれ隠さなきゃ。
what? Ah, good. We're just about to start.
すぐ戻ってくるでしょ。それよりほら、始まるよ。
時間だ。行くぞ。
行くぞ。
はい、ロサンヨークの君たち、チャンネルはそのまま。パラサイトハウスの時間だよ。最終回の番組の司会も僕、みんなのバンバートリソーがお送りします。いやー、前回のパラサイトハウス見たかい？すごい大盛況だったな。みんなありがとうな。そしてついに5回目の放送の今日はパラサイトハウスの最終回だ。僕もみんなの婚活男子を応援できなくなるのは寂しいよ。でも決まりだからね。ということで最後のパラサイトハウス行ってみよう。はい、パラサイト5たち元気かい？
間に合った。元気だよ。
ヒル、ずいぶん息が切れてるけど大丈夫かい？
大丈夫。 彼は重要なミッションをしてたんだ。
そうそう。ハンドラの箱が開く前に閉じたんだよ。
そりゃ大変だったな。しかしついにパラサイトハウスも最終回。みんなには今回学んだことを教えてもらうぜ。
He's getting better at ignoring things.
ということでみんながそれぞれ過ごした部屋で今回の1ヶ月についてを語ってくれ。
俺はすごく楽しかった。普段は一人暮らしだからご飯作るのも張り合いなかったけど、ここではみんなに食べてもらえたしさ。
Oh, look at the background. The background. This is an illustration. I think I put it in one of my streams as a background.
まあ何人かは全然食べてくれなかったけど、でもおかげで押し付けは良くないって学べたからすごく糧になる1ヶ月でした。たまに深夜起きた時この石像には驚かされたけど
まあたまにギル寝ぼけてこれに抱きついてたよな。
嘘。
やっぱボルトモア出身だからネプチューンが恋しいんだね、きっと。
俺のこと捨てないでとか君のことは永遠に忘れないよって泣きながら抱きついてたよ。
Oh, they're bullied. They bully
待って、
kids.
それここで言わないで後で聞かせて。それより2人は今回の1ヶ月はどうだった？
俺も結構楽しかったかな。子供時代のことを思い出してちょっと初心に戻れそうな気がしたよ。
子供時代？大家族だったの？
ああ、違う。俺の両親って冒険家なんだけど、それで世界中連れて行かれてたんだよ。行った先々でこうやって大勢と暮らしたなーって。
わお、意外なラウル・アコニットの素顔発見。こいつはお得だぜ。
でもね、一つだけ心残りがあるんだ。結構みんな忙しくて時間が合わなくて、それで映画鑑賞会ができなかったんだよね。
As he showed off his mythological movie collection, he had the slightly dejected look on his face.
だからまた機会があったらこの映画鑑賞会をしたいなって思ってるよ。
Oh.
こりゃすごい量だな。全部見るのに1週間かかりそうだ。お次はアラン、どうだったかい？
俺も楽しかったよ。女の子以外と暮らすなんてって最初は思ったけど、男とのシェアハウスも悪くないもんだね。何より気を使わなくていいからさ。女の子とは外で遊べばいいし、結構ありじゃないって思ったよ。
He totally forgot this was supposed to be a matchmaking show. He just kept going on about how nice it was living with a group of guys. I held up a cue card that had a question about the matchmaking written on it. Alan just grinned back at me.
ああ、そうそう。このパラサイトハウス中もちゃんと婚活してたよ。でも女の子に断られちゃってね。ということで過激な火遊びを求めている女の子は9番街ラグジュアリーピローまでどうぞ。
Alan winked at the camera and everyone in the studio cheered. No, stop it! You can't just openly ask for a one-night stand like that. Well, I hope you manage to find a nice wife for yourself, Alan. Anyway, on the next room. So Ryuki-kun, how was the last month for you? Huh? He's back to the way he was at the beginning. Ryuki just stared down in silence. But just as I was beginning to panic, he finally looked up at me. Wait, what? Yeah, I'm going to save. Wait, I'm still on common route. Oh, damn it.
僕は正直誰かと同じ部屋とか最悪って最初は思ってたんだけどまあ悪くなかったよ。シェルビーはショートスリーパーだからほとんど寝室にいないし、オーエンは死んでるのかと思うぐらい寝息静かだったし変なアラームの音も変えてくれたから初日以外は不快な目覚めをしなくても済んだしね。
アラームの件はご迷惑をおかけしました。絶対に寝坊するわけにはいかないと力を入れた選曲をしすぎました。
私は睡眠時間よりも仕事時間の方が大切だからな。
ストイックチームだなこの部屋。
アランにかかってくる電話で起こされるうちの部屋とは全然違うね。
正直今も結婚の何がいいのかわからない。でも共同生活は楽しいって思えたからもう少し考えてみることにする。
Yuki-kun, I'm so happy to hear that. I was so touched, I clapped my hands together, but then he hit me with one of his patented ice cold glare.
でもさ、あんたももうちょっと身だしなみに気を使った人を紹介してほしいんだよね。
Now he's hitting me with his complaint.
顔面偏差値がわかるようにあんたの目も成長してくれるなら僕もマシな婚活ができる気がするよ。
Sorry, I'll try and get better at that. But I've introduced him to so many actresses and models. I knew that if I said that out loud, he'd just hit me with another string of criticism. So next up we have Monsieur, or rather Owen, he's standing. How do you enjoy your time here, Owen?
私も良い一月を過ごさせてもらいました。代理ですのであまり積極的な活動はできませんでしたが
ああ、私もたまにはこうして大勢でワイワイと食事をするのも悪くなかった。
キューピッドコーポレーションの社長は愛妻家で有名だもんな。普段は二人で静かにって感じか。
ああ、そうだな。
でも正直ようやく終わるということでほっとしております。
オーウェンは今回のシェアハウス負担だったのかい？
私はあくまで代理ですから。
まあそうだよな。結局本人は一度も来られなかったしな。
はい。あ、そうでした。クライアントからの伝言を伺っております。地位だけはある。興味のある女性は連絡をするように。基本仕事のみの付き合いで頼みたいが、希望があればもう少し会うことも検討するとのことです。
一体どんな大物なんだよその人。でももう少し会うことも検討するって前よりはちゃんと成長してるっぽいな。
Well, I wish he'd improve just a little bit more.
結婚後もろくに姿を見せずって、なんだかキューピッドとプシュケの結婚生活みたいで素敵だね。知らない人のために説明すると、キューピッドは結婚後妻に神であることを知られないために夜暗闇でしか妻に会わなかったんだ。あ、俺の理想って。
Wow, now that sounds like a sad romance. As his advisor, I'd love to hear about any other secret Mr. Estimus might have.
いろいろとあるのだろう。きっとな。
Yeah, probably. Anyway, if anyone out there thinks they'd be okay with that kind of setup, get in touch with Cupid Corp.
ハードル高い結婚生活が待ってるな。とこんな感じでリビングに戻ってきたところで、ラストはみんなのアドバイザーさん、一月の感想を頼むぜ。
Huh? Me? This wasn't part of the script. Bomber's improvisation took me by surprise, so all I could do was stare into the camera. The final word on this pattern past on. Oh my god, this picture. It all started with everyone showing off their muscles and everyone selfishly run off without even trying Gear's bill for breakfast. But then, during date week, I started to get a sense of what made each other so appealing. Oh, still, even a first-hand wedding experience didn't affect their interest in marriage. They were dedicated to their work, though. There were lots of problems along the way, but everyone came to realize the importance of working together and talking things over. And I came to see that there were other ways to approach matchmaking besides what I was already used to. Ultimately, I was complimented on my efforts for the first time, and by the president himself no less. My time here made me realize that I still have room to grow as an advisor. I was definitely able to learn a lot though. Living with others will always give rise to conflict. And of course that goes for marriage too. Oops, je me suis trompée. I messed up the button. Up. I realized that your ability to live with someone is about having the right mentality, not just raw compatibility. Matchmaking is my job, and as such I want to help people learn to value romance itself just as much as getting married. So I keep doing my best to show everyone the wonders of being in love.
Bravo! 素晴らしいスピーチでした。ぜひ素敵な恋をしたいみんなは Cupid Corporation。僕もそのうち行かせてもらおうかななんてな。とここで残念だがお別れの時間だ。パラサイトハウス最終回見てくれてありがとな。お相手はバンバーチョリソー and パラサイト5提供は Cupid Corporation でした。またね。バイバイ。
Bye bye.
カット。よーしよしよし、みんなお疲れ様。パラサイトハウス最終回無事に終了だ。
It's finished. Parasite House is finished.
はあ、ようやく終わりか。ほっとするというか、寂しくなるっていうか。
It's all over. As soon as the camera stopped rolling, I flopped down on the couch.
皆も大義であった。
なんでそんな偉そうなのあんた。
アシスタントディレクターというやつだからな。
ピーター君もお疲れ。君イケメンで採用したからワンチャンあるんじゃと思ってたけど、人気出て面白かったよ。
ワンタンか？あれはなかなか美味でな。
ワンチャンスだと思うけど。
They all started goofing around with each other as usual, while I just looked on in an exhausted daze. I'm so tired. Apparently, I hadn't realized how stressed I was this whole time, but I felt like I'd finally be set free. Oh, I almost forgot. We're having a party to celebrate the end of the show. I need to start getting the food ready. I tried summoning all the energy to get off the couch and get back to work, when suddenly...
リネット、お疲れ様。
Oh. Huh? Oh, it's so cute. They got him they got her flowers. Oh, that's so cute. I turned at the sound of Gear's voice, and I was greeted with a gigantic bouquet. What's this?
みんなで話し合って用意したんだ。今回のシェアハウスは君のおかげで成功したからさ。
Oh, you guys, I really didn't do that much.
でもあんたじゃなきゃ多分すぐに帰ってたよ。
Really?
あんたは他のアドバイザーと違って僕を軽蔑した目で見なかったから。だから嫌な気がしなかったんだよ。
So cute. So that's why.
俺も君みたいに叱ってくれる子っていないからちょっと反省できたよ。それに君にとってはただの仕事なのにさ、俺たちに親身になってくれたでしょ。それが嬉しかったんだよね。
俺も君はこんなに真剣なのに俺ってばダメだなってすごく反省した。君の気持ちを裏切らないように俺これからの身の振り方を考えてみるよ。
Alan Gill.
私も正直我が社にこれまで熱心な社員がいるとは思っていませんでした。
そうだな。今回の一番の功労者はお前だ。だから素直に花束を受け取るといい。
MVP. Not MVP. Oh, you guys. I held out my arms, wondering if it's okay to accept such a heartfelt gift. The bouquet's gently fragrance tickles my nose. Oh wow, this smells beautiful. Thank you so much, everyone.
どういたしまして。じゃあ俺からはこれをプレゼント。
She grabbed my arm. I suddenly lost my balance.
この1ヶ月ありがとう。感謝の気持ちを込めて。
I didn't ask for it.
ちょっと何転んでんの？
膝の力抜けちゃったんじゃない？
君との1ヶ月楽しかったよ。できなかったこともたくさんあって後悔もあるけど、
You have regrets?
もっと仲良くなりたかったのにできなかったから。だからさ、次は俺ん家でシェアハウスの続きしようよ。
No.
ラウル、何を？
そこで今度こそローマやトロイやザ・ヘラークレスを一緒に見て、朝まで十二神についての討論会しよう。
Raoul whispered his words sweetly into my ear. It was a passionate invitation to his own mythology society for two. Raoul, why don't you try using all this motivation to read your script again?
恋してそうな声だった？
Incredibly so.
じゃあやってみるよ。
Raoul let go of me and ran up to his room. While he's better at cohabitating with others, he's a long ways away from living with someone he loves.
リネット、さっきの神話討論するなら俺も混ぜて。
ギルも神話に興味あったの？
いや、今のは彼女に言った言葉で、実際はそういうわけじゃ。
やったー、嬉しいよ。じゃあ早速やろう。まずは入門編としてこの映画を一緒に見て、それから
ごめん、違う、待って。俺まだ彼女に言いたいことが。
Raoul suddenly dragged Gil out of the room. At the same time, Peter entered the room carrying a plate of order.
では打ち上げをするぞ。
今日はケータリングを頼んである。好きに食べてくれ。
Oh.
女の子のデリバリーはないの？
それはない。
へえ、サラダが充実してる。やるじゃん。
Oh.
顧客のニーズを考えるのも仕事だからな。
俺も食べるから待って。
Gil cried out from the back as Raoul launched into yet another of his mythology lectures. That much hadn't changed, but I didn't really mind. Seeing them all getting along like this, I couldn't help but smile. I'm so glad we decided to do this share house. It started off as a way to advertise Cupid Corp, but it ended up being a good learning opportunity for the Parasite 5 too. Anyway, I should just relax and enjoy the party. The catering service really was quite extravagant. I grabbed a tasty-looking sandwich and took a big bite. Even Mr. Snail was making an effort to enjoy the spread, rather than going for his usual jelly drink. For better or worse, this was our last night at Parasite House.
"もう飲めません."
The next morning, I woke up and saw everyone passed out in the living room. It was like a pile of corpses. Hey everyone, good morning.
頭が割れる。ここまで飲んだのは初めてだ。
Mr. Snail stood up, his hand pressed to his head. I held out a glass of water for him. Yeah, if you drink alcohol, don't forget to drink water afterwards. How late did you all stay up drinking last night?
それが記憶になくてな。確か途中から神話映画上映会が始まったのはうっすら覚えているんだが。
そうだ。そして最終的には誰が一番酒に強いのかという話になってな。
ほんとバカらしいぐらいうるさかったよ。
Ryuki-kun, they didn't try to make you drink, did they?
するわけないでしょ。さっさと逃げて自分の部屋で寝てた。
Thank goodness.
みんな情けない。おい、オーウェン、しっかりしろ。
有給申請を。
Yeah, Owen doesn't look like he'd get much work to done today.
あれだけ飲めば頭も痛くなるものか。
Maybe you should take a day off too, Mr. Snail.
そのようだな。幸い今日は急ぎの用もない。ベッドで寝直してくる。すまないが昼に起こしてくれ。
Mr. Snail staggered off toward his room, clearly suffering from his hangover. I've never seen him like in this kind of shape before. Since he wants to wake up at noon, he probably still plans to go to the office. Well, that's his call from our party. I told everyone I'd be working remotely during Parasite House, so I don't really want to leave them like this, so I guess I can just go back to the office tomorrow instead. I decided I could afford to do my work from Parasite House for the day. Phew! After eating breakfast, I loaded the Parasite House blog. I didn't get a chance to update it last night because of the party, but I wanted to write up a post thanking all of our viewers. Oh? There's a bunch of new comments on our previous blog post. I was immediately curious and clicked on the comments. There were over 100 new comments. All of them just said, I want to marry the Parasite 5. That wouldn't be a problem except every post had the exact same text. Looking closer, all the posts had the same username, which means a single person wrote all of them. That's a stalker! Seems like a stalker! Oh no! As soon as Mr. Snail woke up, I let him know what I'd found.
そうか。これを一人の人間がすべて書いたと。
Yeah, the sentiment is fine, but posting the exact same thing so many times is kind of worrying. It's a spam. It's a spam. The user had a link to her Instagram profile, so I clicked on it, and I was greeted with even more scary fantasies. I want Yuki-kun to friend me down, and and insult me. Do you think he noticed me if I bought every single item in his boutique? Oh no. I want kid to pamper me till I'm totally useless. He's an editor, right? Maybe I'll hire him to write all my posts. I want to kidnap Owen and force him to tell me how to find Monsieur S. Well, what the fuck? I'm gonna add every last two members of the Parasite 5 to my own personal RM. What the hell? She's crazy. This person is crazy. All of their comments had photos attached, the candid shots of Ryuki and Anan's stores from. What? This is like stalker level stuff. If we don't do something, it could lead to real trouble. We need to take some kind of actions to protect our members. Don't you think?
その通りだな。報告ご苦労。対応だが、お前はどうするのがいいと思うか？
Wait, me?
ああ、最終判断は私と広告代理店の担当とで決めるが、ここで現場の意見も聞いておきたい。
Well, if it were up to me, I knew I had to choose my words carefully. Oh no, I don't know. Report her to Instagram. Report her to the police. I would say the police, but I'm not sure. Did I save it? Yeah, I saved it. I should probably go straight to the police. On top of stalking, there's also potential defamation and even criminal intimidation.
そうか、確かにそうだな。うちの秘書が万が一誘拐される可能性もあるし、それが一番いいだろう。わかった。私の方でやっておく。
Great, thank you. Well, if you'll excuse me, I should probably get to work. What, that's all? I'm not sure of the answer. I think I might quick load just to see. What the hell? Wait. I just want to see the answer. If I took the other answer, what would be changing?
Mm-hmm. 確かにそうだな。まずはこのアカウントをどうにかするのが早急に必要な対応かもしれん。
I think this was the answer.
わかった。私の方でやっておく。
I don't know what answer I should take. Is it the police or the social media? I think it's important for the police. It's important for this place. I think police is better. This is O2 and how do we skip? Issue. Okay. We'll do it like this. This is my choice. I haven't been in the office in so long. Oh, how I miss this uneventful days. It's officially been 2 days since Parasite House ended, so I'm back to the office. It's business as usual. Everyone has moved out of the Parasite 5 share house. Those problem comments will be dealt with the legal team and the president. They'll be making police reports. I heard they even issued a formal warning to the commenter. Thankfully, they got scared and apologized to their actions. As a result, the commenter social media account were restricted and the comments on the official blog were deleted. I guess that's that. Well, no, nothing has been solved yet. In fact, I need to ramp up my efforts to get to Parasite 5 match. After all, I was busy dealing with the Parasite house and the broadcast. Wait, I'm going to check again. Sorry, I'm checking again. I'm really not sure of my choice. Whether or not it's cool. What's up? What? What the hell happened? Wait, just a minute. I think I'm going to do a real save. I want to check the one that was yeah, this one. Why is she back to Celestia? Farewell, Lost York? I puffed out my cheeks in annoyance. I've been dutifully firing my arrows down into the human realm every day, but still. Anyway, we decided to have that user's Instagram account frozen, and that ended up causing all sorts of problems for us. What? But she figured out it was Cupid Corp that did it basically right away, so she started causing even more trouble online. What the hell? Wait, no. A bunch of other dissatisfied former members got involved, and it ended up creating a perfect storm of anger. Meanwhile, we'd spent so much on advertising budget for Parasite House, the business itself started to suffer. The Cupid Corporation stock price went into free fall, and a competitor swooped in and bought our company. As for Mr. Snail,
いいんだ。もう地位のなくなった私など価値はない。会社は買収された。何もかもおしまいだ。私は天に見捨てられたんだ。お前もとっととどっかへ行け。私にはこの雨がお似合いだ。
Uh-oh, this is a bad end, I think. With that, he wandered off into the rain. Cupid Corp has completely disappeared from the human realm. With the company gone, I couldn't do my matchmaking anymore. Also, my dad had finally tracked me down. Oh. In the end, I'm back to my boring odd role as Cupid. If only I could go back and relive this day. But I made my choice and now I'm living with the consequences. I wonder how the others are doing. After returning to Celestia, I lost track of the Parasite 5. I had no idea what they were up to at the moment. I hate to admit it, but it looks like I was utterly defeated. If I just used my Cupid bow to shoot that angry member, maybe none of this would have ever happened. It started off with one small problem, but once they all gathered together, it became a firestorm. If I'd used my divine powers, I guess it was just impossible to do things little by little as a human. It turns out humans really do need us, gods. If they didn't, they wouldn't be so eager to blame others for their own problem. I'm sorry, Dad. You were right. I was wrong. I laid out another sight, drew another arrow, peered into the spring one more time. I spotted a couple who looked compatible and let loose the arrow, bonded them together, just like many times before. This is the bad end, I think. Uh,
ロードするのか。ああ、構わない。どの瞬間でも私は S。
Okay, now I know the answer. And let's pass. Skip. Thanks to the show, the Parasite 5 are a hit. Memberships are up specifically because lots of people are interested in them. I want to heal his heart. I'll wait until he's comfortable meeting me. These kinds of members joined our listing. So honestly, I want the Parasite 5 to handle their own problem, but then they'll be running around in circles for years. But if the women they meet are understanding and willing to accept them, there might be some wonderful matches. Love begins when two people meet in the middle. However, if one person takes the initiative, that's just as good too. Alright, time for some emails.
やあ、リネット、おかえり。今日はもう家帰ってくるのよね。
Oh, I was ready to get down to business, but suddenly Clarice hugged me from behind. Her beautiful scent embraced me. Oh, Clarice, I'm sorry I left you all alone.
ほんとよ。もう寂しかったんだから。
Oh.
それで、パラサイトハウスはどうだった？何人かとやった？
Oh my god, Clarice, we're in the office right now. Save that for home.
その様子だと、あなたの初体験はまだみたいね。
Oh my god, shh! Office, public space, not the time. Save it for at home.
私気になってたのよね。お風呂とかどうやって入ってたのかなって。
We had the bathroom schedule.
あんな顔のいい男がたくさんいて誰も一緒に入らなかったの？
Normal people don't do that, Clarice. Clarice put a finger to her lips and tilted her head. She looks so cute and playful like an imp. She's such a cutie. Naturally, there's a lot of competition for her. I feel sorry that she's given requested love. No. If Clarice hit on anyone, that wouldn't be able to resist. Matter of fact, Clarice has had a lot of partners because of her charms. That's why I don't want Gil to get tangled with her. He's a good friend of mine, just like Clarice.
そう。ならもういいわよ。あなたたちは自分の落ち度を客に押し付けるっていうのね。
I heard the door slam shut, and saw a member storms out of a meeting room.
最低だわこの会社。もう何年も所属してるのに結婚できないし、毎年更新料ばっかり取られて、こんなの詐欺よ。だいたい私は LCI 製の車を持ってる男じゃないと嫌って言ったじゃない。それなのに他の男ばっか紹介してきて、ほんと最悪。
LCI?
うわ、出たよ。自分のこと棚に上げてステータスに固執する女。自分のこと顧みてから言ってほしいわよね。
Clarice. Clarice isn't an advisor, so she just says the first things that comes to mind about customer. Then again, in my experience, those types of customers tend to end their membership eventually. No matter what we do, they can then get an attitude and quit. Then they write a 1-star review and turn into online haters. But if they get to that level of anger, there's nothing we can say or do for them.
最近ああいう会員多いわよね。この間も受付で大乱闘になったの見たわ。
What? Really?
ええ。パラサイトハウス見て会員になったのに、全然ああいうイケメンがいないですって。
I talked about the comments directed at the Parasite 5 and start to get worried all over again. I hope this doesn't hurt Cupid Corp's image and reputation further. Because of the Parasite House, Cupid Corp has had a boom in membership. Still, it doesn't hurt to be too careful. Even difficult customers need our support. After all, if the membership of Cupid Corp drops, I wouldn't be able to matchmake for them. At that moment, my Cupid bow pendant started shining. It felt like it was telling me to use it. She's going to quit no matter what, so it's not cheating, right? She's a non-member, and I'm not her advisor, so... That suggestion formed in the back of my mind, as if there was a devil on my shoulder. No! Wait, no, that would go against my goals. After all, I left home because I told Dad that I would help people fall in love without using my arrow. If I use it now, I'll just prove myself wrong. I shook my head in frustration and let go of my arrow. The customer is long gone, and since we couldn't help her, she could ruin our reputation even more. I need to work hard and work smart. Matchmake twice as many people. That's even more reason to get the Parasite 5 married. Clarice, I need to get back to work.
ずいぶんなやる気ね。
This is my calling, my duty, really. I smiled and turned back to my computer. I looked at the mountain of applications, all for the Parasite 5. And then I spent the entire day selecting 5 female members for each of the Parasite 5. I emailed them in my list. I finished my work for the day and headed home. Already night had fallen. Another late night. I wonder if Clarice is waiting up for me. I walked alone through the night to the subway station. Then I heard my phone ring. Is it Clarice? I should apologize. We had promised to go drinking tonight to celebrate my return back home. I got on the subway and took out my phone. Quickly, I realized it wasn't Clarice who was messaging me. You? Raul? You, Kitty? What could this be about? Wait, what? I couldn't help but cry out at the message. I'm sorry, I can't deny my feelings anymore. I tried to forget. I tried to move on. I tried to find new love, but I just couldn't do it. So I'm giving up on looking for some new romance. This isn't me running away. I promise I'm going to follow through my desire. What? He's quitting? Wait, what about Raul? Our real souls were so much fun, thanks. Those compliments you gave me at the end showed me exactly what I need to do to make it seem like I'm in love. So I think it's time for me to go. Let's grab lunch sometimes, okay? Yeah. Oh my god, they're all living. He hasn't fallen in love. Wait, could Yuki also be? Living in this shared house has shown me what I'm lacking as a designer. So I decided to leave. I only came here because of my sister, and I know now that I have no need to get married. I'm sure we'll meet again. In the meantime, be sure to take good care of your skin. He said it's no longer necessary. What does this mean? I was getting really motivated to find them matches, but in one fell swoop, all 3 of them decided to quit Cupid Corp? Why? Why are they all leaving? After yesterday's incident, I contacted the president. He agreed to meet with me. He agreed to meet with me at 5 a.m. So I went to his office promptly. Mr. Snail, we got a huge problem. Every member of the Parasite 5 besides Monsieur S has left the company.
昨日の連絡では3人だと言っていたと思ったが。
So I think I'm on Mr. Snail's route now. I think. Let me just save. Let's take this slot. No, I'm still on common route. What the hell? I went back to my office to confirm, but Alan has already canceled his membership. I tried calling him. He didn't pick up.
つまり、パラサイト5はパラサイト1になったというわけか。
What should I do? Parasite House put us on the map, and a bunch of our new members are here just for them.
彼ら目当ての会員には申し訳ないが、真実を話して別の会員を紹介するしかないな。
I guess so. But I had such high hopes for them all to experience a truly wonderful relationship. So am I just supposed to manage Monsieur S for now?
そうだな。それについても少々考えたいことがある。なのでパラサイト5業務は一旦終え、明日からは通常業務に戻ってくれ。
Oh, okay, I understand. Normal duties, so I won't be looking after the Parasite 5 anymore. Which means my promotion is that off the table now?
ああ、昇格の話か。それならば心配するな。お前がパラサイトハウスで頑張ってくれたおかげで我が社の業績も上がったところだ。前向きに検討する。
Oh. Ah, thank goodness. It wasn't great for my original goal to prove my dad wrong, but it felt nice knowing someone appreciated my efforts.
ではすまないがこれから通話会議が入っている。話は以上ということでいいか。
A conference call at 5 in the morning? Mr. Snail is as much of a workaholic as ever, I guess. No, I think that's all. If you'll excuse me.
ああ、ご苦労だった。
And so my Parasite 5 challenge came to an end. But at the same time, that end created a whole new challenge for me. Are we on Mr. Snail route? Yay! Finally! Oh my god, it's been so long! Finally, we have the route. We leave the common route, and we have the route of Mr. Snail now. This is Mr. Snail route. Phew. Oh my god, that was exhaustive. Shelby route, Monsieur S. Wait, I'm going back to take some water, and I'm coming back. Just wait a minute. Ah. I'm back. So let's save. Save. What did I do?
おーい、今日はクラブ行こうぜ。みんなのドリンク代払ってやるよ。
Wait, did I save it well? Save it. Yes. Okay, data saved. Okay.
嬉しい。お化粧直してくる。
私も行く行く。ほんと最
じゃあ今日の17時にクラブに集合な。バイ。
Who is that?
どうせみんなGしか見ていないんだ。どうせみんな。
Hmm? Oh, that's his trauma. Oh.
夢か。
おかえり。ただいま。I hit the alarm. Looks like the nap was over. Normally, 30 minutes is plenty for me, but that dream just made me feel even more tired.
これだから眠るのは嫌なんだ。夢ばかり見る。
Oh. What good does it do to dream about my younger days? Thinking about it is a waste of time. I need to forget about it and focus on my work. I got for now I should check my emails. I don't know why I have so much trouble to read right now. Oh la la. I hadn't been asleep long, but I was already buried in messages. I scrolled through them looking for anything especially important. One message caught my eye. It was an email from an important Cupid Corp client. I clicked on it and immediately started frowning.
会食のお誘いか。
That in itself isn't a problem, but they also want me to bring my wife along. This one was from an executive at a company that makes jewelry. Their president and I have a close business connection. He always wants to have these family meals. The idea is that close personal relationships can lead to closer business relationships. Building those relationships strengthens trust, so it's important to them to interact with the client's family. If he entrusts me enough to bring his wife to our meeting, I can't just show up alone. That impacts my reputation without a doubt. Clients always talk about how much they want to meet my wife, and I always do my best to come up with excuses to avoid that. But if I say she's introverted, they say that's fine with them. And if I say she came down with a cold, they said she should join as soon as she feels better. I know full well that my excuses are starting to sound more forced by the day. But I have no choice, because my wife doesn't actually exist.
だから婚活をと思ったのだが。
But I never imagined getting married anonymously would be quite this difficult. In this day and age, people can live totally free romantic lives and experience the joy of married life as they desire.
だが一人ぐらい会わずに結婚してもいい、結婚生活を重視しないという人が出てくると思っていたのだが。
No, you can't marry without meeting. But the final result, 0. I didn't expect to get 0 matches despite using my own company's service.
しかし不用意な相手では秘密をばらされかねないからな。ここは慎重に。
But that prudence just makes it that much harder to meet someone. She told me I was too secretive. She said I should at least share my company's name, but obviously that had to remain top secret. After all, Shelby Snail, the president of Cupid Corporation, has a reputation as a devoted husband.
勤め先の社名も明かせないような人間とは結婚できないというわけか。本当に婚活市場では地位が重要というわけだな。
Our data does suggest that those with high incomes but questionable employment do have trouble to getting married. I consider developing a totally anonymous matching system, but I realized that I was just avoiding reality at this point. Anyway, this was an email I had to deal with at the moment.
だが
I've had a good working relationship with this person for a while. And to be honest, I was starting to get tired of having to lie all the time. It wasn't fair to him either. He trusted me as a business partner, and now he wanted to see me as part of his family too. A person of high social standing would respond to that in a kind.
私は嘘をついてまでこの地位にしがみつき続けるというのか。
But sorry. If the truth got out, I would destroy our stock value. I don't need a financial advisor to tell me that much. Still, my heart was telling me no. No caring human could be okay with continuing to lie to others like this. I thought about my old classmate at our advertising agency. He came up with the husband president idea in the first place.
アンソニー先輩に言えば若いと笑われるんだろうな。
32 might not sound young in general, but it's definitely young for a company president. I'm still not ready to give up some things.
彼に相談すれば嘘を貫けと言われるんだろうな。
But I've noticed some tabloids talking about me not actually being married. They're starting to snoop around for secrets. Looking at my call history, I frowned again. I'd gotten a call from the security company I'd hired to keep an eye on things. They've been calling me more often lately. Someone trying to open my door, someone taking pictures of my building. Which meant that someone was trying to get into my home. There was no doubt that someone was looking into my private life.
私が実際に住んでいる家には幸い誰も来ていないようだが。
The security company only ever contacted me about my second home, the house where we lived for Parasite House. But my apartment was on 8th Avenue, and I was glad to know that it was safe for now. But nobody can ever know about it. Even after all, it's an apartment meant specifically for single people. But if people keep snooping around, they'll find out I don't live where they think, and they'll start looking for my real home. I need to figure something out. before things go too far. But my matchmaking efforts have failed again and again. I checked my emails again. It's not like I was completely heartless. Lying with a straight face was getting harder and harder.
そろそろ潮時か。
Generally speaking, sure, but status and looks aren't what matter to me.
興味ない。一体なぜ？
Well, because I don't think that's where a person's value comes from. It's what on the inside, what that matters the most. For some reason, I recalled that conversation I'd had with her. She was always so straightforward. She was so intent on getting everyone married. It's like she forgot it was just a joke. Like, she really was the actual Cupid. We have plenty of passionate employees, of course, but few that had absolutely no regards for their personal advancement. Which is why I had the sudden urge to consult with her.
今までこの件はオーウェンにしか話していなかったしな。
I got the sense that she knew how to keep a secret, that she wouldn't thoughtlessly vent to others about her personal life. I considered whether I should reveal the truth or keep it secret. Even after some hesitation, I began typing an email.
Next up is entertainment news. Miss Ellie, an actress who, due to a recent photo, was a candidate for CC President Snail's wife, denied it on her Instagram. In contrast, Miss May, a fashion model, has claimed to be his wife. But Mr. Snail has denied it, and people are growing suspicious.
厄介なことになってるのね。でもこの撮影された写真ってどう見てもあの子よね。面倒なことにならないといいんだけど。
Several days after all the Parasite 5 had left, other than Monsieur S, I was told to return to my normal duties. Let's see, I don't have any meetings planned today, so maybe I'll get in touch with new members with some recommendations. I grabbed the folder with the profile sheets of all the members I was managing. Looking through it, I noticed the old Parasite 5 sheets still stuffed inside. That reminded me of Monsieur Snail said that Monsieur S membership status is currently on hold. I hadn't heard from him in a while, and even Owen hadn't been in touch. So for the time being, I just left it alone. But he's still technically a member, so I should try and find something I can do for him. Huh? I heard that Kim that told me when I had the new email. I saw that it was from the president. I opened it and the message was pretty simple. He wanted me to come to his office. Could this have something to do with Monsieur S? If so, it was perfect timing. I replied telling him I was on my way, then got up and head straight there. Excuse me?
なあ、すまない、業務中に。
Mr. Snail looked at me from across his desk. He looked much more exhausted than he'd call me up here at 5 in the morning. So, what did you want to talk to me about?
単刀直入に言おう。S 氏は私だ。
Huh? I'm sorry. I must have misheard you. You said?
オーウェンに代理をやらせていたのは私だ。私がパラサイト5の S 氏だったんだ。もちろん、見込んだ。
The president was part of the Parasite 5? Mr. Snail, who'd become famous for his devotion to his wife, didn't actually have a wife and was using a matchmaking service? What? You're Monsieur S? Wait, it all makes sense now. I was surprised at first, but as soon as I heard it, everything fell into place. Thinking about Mr. Snail had never really acted like he was married. At Parasite House, he only ever had his jelly drink for breakfast. And he was always answering emails and even mid-conversation. He spent every waking moment working. I always wonder what his wife must be like. I even doubted her existence at times.
しっくりくるか。お前でさえそう思うということは、やはり潮時なんだろうな。
Colleague quits? Did something happen?
実はな、得意先と会食をすることになったんだが、夫婦でぜひ出席くださいと言われたんだ。我が社にとって大切な取引先だ。今までは言い訳をして一人で参加してきたが、いい加減断り文句も品切れだ。それに先方はいつも夫婦で来てくださるのに、こちらは一人というのはあまりにも誠意がない。だからいい加減打ち明けるべきかと思ってな。
You mean you're gonna tell him you're not actually married?
声が大きい。
Sorry. I put my hand over my mouth out of nervousness. Mr. Snail sighed and I could hear the exhaustion from his voice.
いや、お前が驚くのも無理はない。すまない。こんなこと一社員であるお前に相談すべきではないと思っていたんだが、いい加減私一人では手詰まりでな。知恵を貸してもらいたいんだ。
Ah, I see. Well, why did they think you were married in the first place?
それは全て勘違いから始まったんだ。
Mr. Snail began to explain how it happened. It all began 4 years ago. This would have been when I was 28. He was being interviewed for a TV show and the host got the mistaken impression that he was married. Wait, I have to drink. She ran a marriage agency, the host thought. Mr. Snail himself must be married too. But Mr. Snail thought he was talking about the agency members. Apparently, the whole conversation didn't make a lot of sense. Mr. Duff, Cupid Corp's top ad agency guy, was there too, and he kept pushing Mr. Snail to keep talking. By the time she realized what was going on. It was too late. It was a live broadcast, so he couldn't exactly walk back what he'd said. So instead, he took the experience of a recently married friend as his own, and the studio ate up the entire thing. Afterwards, social media started talking about what a loving and devoted husband he was. Mr. Duff saw what a huge reaction it was getting, so he just kept spread even more rumors all over the internet. By that point, it was far too late to turn back.
それで今に至るというわけだ。
I see. It sounds like you were doomed from the start.
お前もそう思ってくれるか。
He let loose another huge sigh and leaned his elbow on this day.
勘違いから始まった話ではあったが、結局会社のために利用するのを良しとしたのも私だ。だから余計に身動きが取れなくてな。とにかくそんなわけで今メールの返事に迷っているんだ。妻は人見知りだの風邪をひいただのでごまかしてきたが、それももう限界だ。しかし一人に明かせば二人三人と告げなくてはならない相手が増えていく。そうすればいずれ世間にもバレるだろう。だからもういっそ会見でも開いて公表しようかと思っていてな。
Oh, a press conference? I really don't think you should do that. Imagine what it might do to the company. I couldn't stop myself from blurting out my honest thoughts. Later on, I felt like maybe I'd gone too far, but at the same time, I really thought someone needed to rein him in.
しかし
Mr. Snail, Cupid Corp's entire reputation rests on the perception that you're a devoted husband. I can't imagine how many members came to us because knowing the company president was married made them feel reassured. How do you think they'll feel if they find out the truth? If the people who trusted us feel like we betrayed them, it's game over. Our stock could plummet. It might even mean bankruptcy. And if that happened, it would mean my dad was right. I could hear him clear as day, gloating and saying, I told you so.
だが現に誰かに探られているような形跡がある。バレるのが時間の問題ならば自ら公表した方が痛手は少ない。
Someone snooping around? Do you know who?
詳細はわからない。だが以前に手紙が入っていることがあった。詐欺師とだけ書かれていたものがな。それにいくつかの雑誌にも私に妻がいないことを主張する人間のインタビューなども載っていてな。どうやらどこかで私が妻帯者でないことを知った者がいるらしい。その誰かが執拗に暴こうとしてくるんだ。
Mr. Snail dropped the magazine down in front of me. The title of the article said, President of Cupid Corp a fraud, devoted husband, or big fat liar? Oh my god. How awful. It's not like you intended for any of this to happen.
ああ、結婚して4年も経っている人間を追いかけ回すなど暇人もいいところだ。だがここ最近特に増えててな。 近くに同業他社ができたこととは無関係だと思いたいが。
もう高いお金払ってるんだからちゃんとした人を案内しろって思わない？
確かにその通りですね。ちなみにロサンヨークに新しい結婚相談所ができたことはご存知ですか？
ああ、なんだっけ、変わった名前の。そうそう、あれ気になってて体験無料らしいし、ちょっとそっちに行ってみようかと思ってるのよ。
That's right, a new marriage agency popped up just recently.
まあ犯人を憶測で決めるのは危険だ。そもそも元会員や婚活を快く思わない人など私や CC を恨む人間も少なくはないからな。
She was right that there were plenty of members who would hold on to the anchor of paying their fees and never getting married. There was also that incident with the blog and the other day, and plenty of people have been disparaging Cupid Corp on the news lately. If they found out that the president wasn't married, it's like tossing blood in the water. But if we say that he and his wife had separated or something like that, no, that would cause the same problem, a drop in stock prices and membership, and the tabloids would have a field day. The next talk was actually trying to find him someone to marry as soon as possible. But we wouldn't be able to reveal who my client works for, and then we're getting into fraud territory. If he got married and then this all come out, it'd be a total disaster. So it would have to be the perfect partner that is a tough one. We can't make a public announcement, but we don't have any leads for a quick marriage. What other choice do we have? Two options came to mind. I could pretend to be your wife. I think this is it. I could pretend to be your wife. Sorry, I'm coughing a lot. I could pretend to be your wife.
なので最善の方法はやはり公表。
Of course, I understand. Then it's decided. I'll pretend to be your wife until further notice.
Huh?
He shouted out and shot up from his chair.
どうしてそういう話になる？
Because it's clearly the best way for you to keep your secret. My first thought was, does Monsieur S have any friends or acquaintances that would be willing and able to marry you? But no. Then I thought we could use a temp agency to find someone to pretend to be your wife, but there's an extremely short-term solution. Sooner or later, your secret will definitely get out of the way. That kind of worker handles all sort of jobs after all.
確かにそうだな。妻として雇った人が別の仕事で他の人の妻として雇われてしまえば大問題に発展する。
Yeah. Exactly, but as your employee, my fate is linked directly to the fate of the company. I'd never dated anyone else, and I'm not planning on dating anytime soon, so there's no problem.
いや、終わりだろ。何名案みたいな顔しているんだ。
But haven't I? That's why you don't have to disrespect your client, and your company's future is secure.
だがお前の気持ちはどうなる？
What about them?
そのご両親とか私の妻のふりをするということはつまり妻のふりをするということで
Wait, I'm a bit hungry. I'm just going to take something to eat. I'm so hungry. What about your parents? What will they say? Like you said, I'd be just pretending, so why would they care? Besides, they live far away. Trust me, they wouldn't get involved. There's nothing to worry about there. Far away was an understatement. In reality, they were in Celestia, and they didn't exactly have a human sense of morality. Plenty of Lord Jupiter exploits would be considered truly scandalous by human standards. The gods don't care about that. My goal is to get that promotion, right? And I can't exactly get it if the company goes under.
だが本来こういうものは一度きりのために取っておくものでさすがにお前をそんなことに付き合わせるわけには。
Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. After all, I'm Cupid. Eventually, I'd have to return to Celestia. I have no personal concept of marriage, so to me, it's just like playing a role. To be honest, it kind of sounded like fun. Oh, but if you don't think I'm a good candidate, I'm happy to withdraw from consideration.
それはない。むしろ私としては非常に助かる。だが、さすがにそれは。
If you think it would help, then that's sad. Let's work together to fake marriage for as long as you need. I held out my hand so we could shake and make it official. Mr. Say just stood there frozen.
しかし、冷静になって考えてみてくれ。我々が夫婦として振る舞えると思うか？パラサイトハウスで多少は一緒に暮らしたものの、ほとんど赤の他人だ。お互いの癖も好みもろくに知らないし。
Oh, then we should probably live together, huh?
は
After all, you said someone had been snooping around, right? Living together would throw them off the trail, too. It's actually perfect. Living together is the best way to plan our paths to the fullest.
Huh?
I hate the idea of people sneaking around, spying on you in secret. Let's show those jerks who's really in charge. Once they see you really do have a wife, I'm sure they'll give up and throw her away. You just need to keep it up till then. His two goals were to convince his client that he was married and to get those dumb paparazzi off his back. Living together was the best solution for both of those things. In fact, I couldn't see any other way forward. For his part, Mr. Snail was frowning even more than usual. I could tell he still had serious doubts about the whole idea. Maybe he just doesn't think I'm really reliable enough. I'd be pretending to be the wife of the president of the Cupid Corporation. But I was a second-year employee, so maybe he just didn't have enough confidence in me. Please don't worry, sir. You just need me to do my part at work, meals and dinners, party and stuff, right? I'll be sure to practice. Oh, but my table manners might need some work. So could you help me with that? I promise I'll work hard and to learn properly.
いや、問題はそこではなくてな。
Also, if you remember, I've already been photographed and labeled as President Shelby Snail's wife.
そういえば、そうだったな。
Exactly, so I'd say I'm the perfect fit for this role. Of course. I realized I'd have to keep it a secret from my friends and coworkers, or they'd certainly start asking questions. If they ever found out, I'm sure they'd be shocked at the lie that you never actually married, I mean.
本当にお前は無理に言っているわけではないんだな。
Of course not. I want to protect the company too. As Cupid, it's my duty to connect as many people as possible. This company is the best way to do that. So I want to keep it safe.
会社を守るか。確かにこれが最善の策か。
It looked like Mr. Snail was finally relenting, and he sighed and looked up at me.
わかった。お前に代役を頼む。だがこれは業務だ。後ほど契約書を作成し、報酬の金額も決めるとしよう。そして、お前に不満が出てきたら、すぐに打ち切ると約束する。それで、頼めるか？
Yes, absolutely. I gave him a sharp salute. His face was an incredible mixture of emotions. One was clear, though. He'd obviously resigned himself to his fate. Anyway, I can't really go into details, but at least for a while, I won't be staying here. I went drink home after work. Obviously, I didn't tell her everything, but I let Clarice know that I wouldn't be home for a while. Oops. For now, I'd be living at Mr. Snail's second home. In other words, the same place we shot the Parasite house. The president himself had his own place where he usually stayed, but apparently it wasn't appropriate to have a roommate there. Besides, he brought his second home as a place to entertain guests, so it was the perfect place for him and his wife to meet clients, which was why Parasite House was chosen as the ideal location to stage operation. pretend marriage.
詳細は言えないね。ま、あなたが決めたならいいんじゃない？
It is. I'm not sure how long I'll be gone. Maybe a month or two, but I promise I'll be back eventually. Oh, and of course, I'll keep paying my share of the rent, so don't worry about that.
あ、それは助かるわ。私もちょっと自分の部屋に男を連れ込むかもしれないけど、いい？
I mean, you do that even when I'm here, so... I started packing up my travel bag. The house had all the normal daily necessities, so I just grabbed clothes and makeup. There's not enough room for me to bring everything I want, but I can just come back and grab more later. Oh! She hopped over to me with a confused look on his face. After a second, he realized I must be headed somewhere. He hopped into the middle of my clothes, and apparently he was coming with me. Since Clarice was still standing there, I couldn't say anything to him, so instead I just closed up the bag. I had my clothes and tea, everything I needed to get started. Okay, I'm off.
今から？
Yep, I got the car coming to pick me up. After our meeting, we'd work out the details. A moving company would have raised suspicions, so Mr. Snail would pick me up. Just as I mentioned my ride to Clarice, I heard the car pull up in front of the apartment. Oh, that must be him. Okay, Clarice, see ya later. I gave her a quick wave and headed out the door with her bag in hand. I hope that the next time I saw the apartment I grew to love so much, all the trouble would have passed.
あの子が誰かの迎えで外泊ね。もしかして彼氏できたのかしら？
No, not a boyfriend, a husband.
だとしたら応援しなくっちゃ。忙しくなるわ。
Around 8 o'clock at night, Mr. Snail had just finished helping me bring my luggages. Phew! That should do it. Thanks a bunch.
ああ、それではこちらが契約書だ。
Ah, yeah, the contract. The paperwork was labeled Spouse Proxy Service Purchase Order. Included a non-disclosure agreement along with it. It had clearly defined work hours along with a list of expected duties and stipulation that extra tasks would earn extra pay. The president sure is thorough when it comes to stuff like this. It finally started to sink in that, along with all my normal work, I'd actually be pretending to be his wife. I flipped through the contract. When I got to the detailed compensation section, my eyes nearly popped out of my head. Are these numbers right? You're sure I should be earning this much?
当然の対価だ。もちろん私的な利用だからな。私のポケットマネーから出すから安心しろ。
In other words, the company wouldn't be paying for it directly. He really does take everything so seriously. Then I'll make sure to work hard and earn my keep. I grabbed the pen and signed the papers, and handing them back to Mr. Snail.
ああ、これからよろしく頼む。では、私は一旦会社に戻る。すまないが、自由に過ごしていてくれ。
But it's already 8 o'clock.
ああ、日付が変わるまでまだ4時間ある。
What the? Mr. Snail really is a true workaholic to him. 8 o'clock means there's still plenty of time left in the day.
一応1時には帰るつもりだが、詳細な時間は読めないので先に寝ていてくれ。それと会食は3日後になった。会場はここだから、それまでに配置などについてよく確認しておいてくれ。パラサイトハウスの際に使用していたので、大まかな勝手は分かっていると思うが。
Huh? So you already want me to use the house for a dinner party?
ああ、妻を連れて行くと話したら逆に驚かれてな。病弱で人見知りの奥さん、外に出られるんですかなんて言われて。私が今まで嘘をつきすぎたせいなんだが、確かに外での会食だと、たとえ個室にしたとしてもどこかでお前を隠し撮りされる可能性があるからな。この間のように後ろ姿ならばいいが、万が一正面を取られたら終わりだ。だから秘密を守るならば、ここの方が好都合だろうと思い招くことにしたんだ。料理も信頼できる料理人を1日だけ雇うつもりだ。しかし、もし帰って家だとお前に負担をかけるというなら別案を考えるが。
No, not at all. You can leave all that to me. I've always wanted to host a dinner party. We actually had lots of parties at our place during college, but usually Gil or Clarice took care of everything. So this will be my first time playing host. And at such a nice house, too. I started getting excited just thinking about it.
そうか。よかった。
Mr. Snail breathed a sigh of relief and seemed to relax a bit. As for the president, he could have just ordered me to do it, but he's always so considerate, so he must have felt really guilty.
ありがとう。すまないな。こんなことをお前に頼んで。
Don't be sorry. The fate of the entire company is resting on this project after all.
プロジェクトか。確かにそうだな。
The president allowed himself to smile just a bit, but quickly turned serious again.
よければ、その会食の日までにこの家に馴染んでいてくれ。内装も妻の好みでという話になるだろうからな。カーテンやカーペットなど変えたいものがあったら言ってくれ。すべてお前好みに合わせて業者を手配させよう。では行ってくる。
Okay, take care.
ああ。
Cool did it, cool did it. He walked out the door and I heard him start his car and drive off. Standing there alone, I checked the time again. Oh, it's already 8 o'clock. I guess I already knew that. I thought maybe we'd have a chance to make a dinner and eat together, but he left before I could even suggest it. I was sure he'd be having a chili drink or protein bar for dinner as well. As usual. Maybe I should try make him something tomorrow, so he can at least have a proper breakfast. I only had 3 days to figure out how to act like I've been with him for the past 4 years. And to do that, I'd have to spend more time with him. But wait, 4 years ago, I was technically still a teenager. Going by the normal human time, I'd only been at the company for 2 years, although obviously I was much older. Oh well, it's not like I have to tell them my actual human age. I just pretend to be a little bit older. But Mr. Snail really is thoughtful. He's fine with changing the entire decor to fit to his wife's taste. It's clear that when he does something, he goes the whole 9 yards. But I actually like the decor, so I just leave it as is. But maybe I should place some flowers or at least add a few things of my own to make it look like people actually live here. We're going to pretend to be married in order to protect Mr. Snail's secret. I want to do everything I can to make it work. The kitchen looks too clean. For one thing, I decided to make dinner in order to make it look like it's actually get some tea. Oh, whoops! I totally forgot about tea. She cries from my bag, reminding me that I'd brought him with me. And that's how my married life with Mr. Snail began. He was almost never home. A lot of the time, he wasn't even in Los York. He was busy flying around to meetings and all over the place. When he wasn't traveling, he stayed at the office till past midnight and then left the house before I got up in the morning. As the day of the dinner approached, we only ever really communicated via emails and messages. What the hell?
こんばんは、スネイル君。今日はお招きいただきありがとうございます。
I wonder how they're not going to recognize her from the TV.
本日はご足労いただきありがとうございます。
I was there welcoming our guests on my own. She was on standby in the bedroom before making her entrance to match her reputation as being shy and sickly.
まったく、よく思いつくものだ。私一人ではこうはいかない。
The truth is, she planned the entire evening single-handedly, which meant I could relax and focus on our guests. But this would be the first time a client would meet my wife, so I was still nervous regardless.
こんばんは、お邪魔します。ところで、噂の奥様は？
今連れてまいります。人見知りですので気遅れしているようでして。
あらまあ、聞いていた通り、可愛らしい奥様ね。
ですが、 私が普段からお二人の話をしていたもので、今日はお二人にお会いできるのをとても楽しみにしていまして。少々お待ちください。
I led the guests to their seats, then headed for the bedroom. I quietly knocked on the bedroom door. As soon as I entered, I froze up and found myself at a complete loss for words. Elle est trop belle. She's so beautiful. All I had to do was let her know we were ready, and yet, oh, is everyone all set? As she turned to look at me, I caught a whiff at some kind of elegant perfume. She looked completely different from normal. She had somehow perfectly captured the essence of president's wife. I'm supposed to be the wife of a successful president, right? So I went with a more ladylike outfit. What do you think?
悪くない。いや、よく似合っている。
He's so shy. Great! Oh, and it just occurred to me, but should I be wearing a wedding ring? Oh, I totally forgotten about that. I did have one I wore when I went for media interviews or things like that, but
さすがにまずいだろう。未婚の女性に人を騙すために結婚指輪をさせるなんて。
What? I thought he was Mr. Double S. Why? He forgot about the ring? Oh my god. It was a little too late to be worried about the ethics of the situation, but I felt like something that shouldn't be.
いや、それはいい。サイズが合わなくなって直してもらっているとか言えばいいはずだ。
Oh, alright. Well, we shouldn't keep our guests waiting. Should we go? She was wearing a light red lipstick, and her smile was more reserved than normal. She slipped her arm around mine. She was so soft and warm. She was the image of pure femininity.
まずい。
まずい。It had been years since I'd been with a woman like this. I completely forgotten how it felt. All these years, I'd done nothing but focus on my work. And because of that, I hadn't made personal connections with women, with any women. I hardly remember what the sensation was like. If I'd how it would be like this, I would have put some effort into preparing for it, but it was too late for that. I cleared my throat and, in an attempt to rid myself of the embarrassing emotion, then stared forward toward the door. It's showtime! Oh, look, Cupid is so beautiful! Oh, Cupid is so cute. She's so beautiful. Thank you both so much for waiting. Mr. Snail and I walked into the living room together. When our guests saw me, they gasped out loud.
彼女が噂の。
あらまあ、なんて可憐なんでしょう。そちらがいつもお話しされていた奥様ね。お会いできて光栄ですわ。
I wonder how they do not recognize her from the show. They haven't watched it? I'm very pleased to meet you too. I'm Lynette Snail. Thank you so much for visiting us today.
いやはや、ようやくお会いできましたな。どうもよろしく。
どうもよろしく。I could feel his passion in his firm handshake. For my part, I shot Mr. Snail a feeble glance. I was supposed to be the timid, frail Miss Snail. I had to appear as I relied on my husband for everything. Ad for Alexander David. Salut! Salut! Comment ça va? I have to make sure not to forget that once we sit down to eat too. I could easily get careless and start talking the way I normally would. I committed myself to making sure that didn't happen. I apologize for missing out on meeting you so many times due to my unfortunate condition. But I really am glad to finally meet you. Please make yourself at home. I gave them my best elegant but delicate smile, and they just smiled back at me in return. Things seem to be off a good start. If I could keep up this act as president's wife, everything might turn out okay. But the truth is, I'm feeling kind of anxious for a total different reason. Raisonnable? Raisonnable? Oui. Pourquoi? I was more worried about saying something to upset or offend them than I was about having all lie exposed. Our guest today was the president of a famous jewelry brand. As a bridal advisor, I was perfectly aware of just how popular their products were among our members. I didn't want to say something rude and hurt our relationship. I saw why Mr. Snail was so reluctant to bring in someone else. No wonder he's had so much trouble finding a compatible partner. A president's wife has to support him in any given social setting. It sounds a bit old-fashioned, but it's still pretty important. His real wife would constantly be going back and forth with lots of different businesses. The pressure must be crazy. Si vous mariez Yono, ça veut dire quoi? If you marry Yono? Si vous mariez Yono? I'm confused. What did you want to say in French? I'm sure his wife felt the same way. I looked over at Mr. Snail and smiled. I could tell how nervous he was in this moment. But the setting itself was surprisingly relaxed, and dinner was served. But Mr. Snail had arranged for a trusted personal chef to prepare the meal. As we ate, we made friendly small talk. The full-course meal was really impressive, with lots of items I'd never had before. I made sure not to get too aggressive with it. I mean, how about you? Okay. You said you were fine, okay. Si, ouais. Moi aussi ça va. Oui, ça va, moi aussi. Ça va. Merci d'avoir demandé. Oui, ça va bien. So I made sure to only take small portions as I ate. Honestly, it made me a little sad. I'm not even close to full. I hope there are some leftovers. That's all I could think about as I did my best to eat with grace. I also couldn't help but compare the two presidents.
お二人の馴れ初めをお伺いさせてもらってもいいですかな。
あらあら、私も気になるわ。お二人はどんな風に知り合ったんですの？
This is a fraud. They were both clearly eager. I looked to Mr. Snail. It was time to move on to the next phase of our plan. He nodded at me slightly as if to reassure me, then took the lead in the conversation.
子供の頃、近所だったんです。
This was the story we'd come up with earlier. Hold sorry. I got hiccups. If we said we met as students, they could look into his former classmate, and the light could easily be exposed. But as soon as we kept it vague, a neighborhood friend could mean anything. Even the next suburb over, for example.
ご近所のスネイル君はどこ出身でしたかな。
ワラントンです。
ウィシントン。
あら、本当？私もワラントン出身なのよ。夏になると気持ちのいいところよね。
ええ、妻ともよく自然公園に遊びに行ったものです。
あら、素敵ね。じゃあもうお付き合いは長いのね。
Yes, but I was sick a lot too. I wasn't able to go outside as much as I would like. Shelby was always there to keep me company. As children, I was constantly asking him for favors. I'm sure I was the source? Yeah, the source of quite a number of headache for him. Oh my god. I smiled softly to give off the air of a wife that's always relied on her husband, and leaned on Mr. Snail's arm. The president twitched a bit at my touch, but he managed to appear calm as he nodded.
本当にこいつには手ばかりかかって、だがそこが可愛いと言いますか。
なるほどな。シェルビー君が外に奥さんを連れてこないのにはそういうわけがあったんですね。いや、ずっと気になっていたんですよ。愛妻家でのろけ話はよく聞くんですが、誰も見たことがないの。どういうわけだろうとね。
そうなんです。私もついこの妻の愛らしさを独り占めしたくて。
Ah, that lie. He was clearly trying to brag, but there was clear hesitation in his voice. It was obvious how embarrassing this one was for him. But for them, I was sure it just made things all that more convincing. Two of them were smiling openly at us.
よくよく理解しました。大切なお姫様というわけですな。
そんなお姫様を私たちに会わせてくださりありがとうございます。とても嬉しいわ。
Your darling princess.
いえ、こちらこそなかなか連れ出せずに申し訳ありません。
I'm sorry it took so long to work up the courage to show myself. Since I spent so much time inside, I'm afraid I'm a bit lacking in social graces. I was worried about coming off as rude. I smiled and gently placed my hand on Mr. Snail's. I'm just glad that the first people I've probably met after all this time were so kind. Thank you so much for today.
初めてなんですか。お姫様のお披露目に我々を選んでいただけたとはそれは光栄ですな。
これからも末長いお付き合いをどうぞよろしくお願いしますね。
ええ、こちらこそ。
Yes, I certainly wish for the same thing. The time felt right, so I softly cleared my throat. Despite the signal that Mr. Snail and I had agreed on.
リネット、大丈夫か？
おや、大丈夫ですか？
I'm sorry, it's just my cough tends to flare up around this time of night. It's really nothing, but I pretended to struggle to smile, then weakly placed a handkerchief over my mouth. This was our plan to discourage them from asking to see me again or introduce me to other acquaintances of theirs. We needed to reinforce the reason why Mr. Snail's reclusive wife had never appeared in public for the last 4 years. We wanted something that felt realistic without coming off as rude, and this was the plan we'd come up with. I really did feel guilty for lying to them, but it was necessary to keep the larger lie from entering the public sphere. I felt like we were putting on a play, The Wife of Mr. Snail or something like that. At that moment, dessert was being brought in from the kitchen. There was quite the selection to choose from. Tiramisu, sorbet, and mousse were all placed in front of the others. But of course, the sickly wife only had enough appetite for a bit of a sorbet. The dinner party had gone off without a hitch, and we escorted the couple out of the house with a smile. Once we were alone, I changed back into my normal clothes and sank into the sofa in my room. I'm completely wiped out. I figured that pretending to be President's wife would be tiring, but I had no idea just how exhausting lying could be. I felt terrible for lying. I had never ever called a cold before, so pretending to be so frail was a real challenge. But I was a wife who'd never been seen in 4 years, and I couldn't mess with that backstory. It was way too late to change now. I do wish I could have eaten more of that dinner though. Oops. Even though it was a full course meal, all I got to eat was the soup, the salad, and a bit of the sorbet. The main course was steak, fish, and pasta, and I couldn't touch any of it. It was my own idea, of course, so... You can't have a wife that's been too frail to leave the house for the past 4 years chowing down a giant steak. But the end result, that I was absolutely starving. I'd been a human for 6 years now, so I'd gotten pretty used to the rhythm of their normal human life cycle. So naturally, I got hungry, just like anyone else. My stomach would even growl. I'm sure my own Minerva wouldn't have been shocked. I wonder if there are any leftovers. I headed to the kitchen to see if there was anything left. And when I got there... Mr. Snail was out on the terrace, sitting on the couch with his head between his hands. Sir?
お前か。
He jerked a bit, but looked relieved when he saw it was just me. Still, he looked more exhausted than usual. Are you okay? You look tired.
大丈夫だ。お前こそ疲れただろう。すまないな、苦労をかけて。だが、助かった。お二人にあれだけ満足してもらえた会食は初めてだからな。いつも帰り際に言われていたんだ。いつか奥さんを見てみたい とな。だから助かった。
I'm glad to hear that. But you really do seem to be kind of down. Are you sure you're feeling alright?
自分の不甲斐なさに反省していただけだ。
He sighed and looked at me with a sense of guilt in his eyes.
すまなかった。お前にあんな嘘をつかせて。未婚である女性に妻の役割をさせるなど本来あってはならないのに。本当にすまない。こんなことに巻き込んで。
I really don't mind at all. I get to help protect the company and I'm getting paid to do it. It's two birds with one stone.
だが
Seriously, please don't worry about it. I could totally understand how it'd be if I were human, but as Cupid, my entire existence revolves around helping others find love. The whole ethical dilemma about asking an unmarried woman to do this doesn't apply to me. The company's survival is what matters. Lying is pretty exhausting. That much was true, but that's nothing compared to the thought of the company going under.
頼もしいな。だが私にできることがあれば何でも言ってくれ。可能な限り期待に沿うようにしよう。
Well, in that case, I was thinking about what to say, and just at the moment, my stomach let out a mighty growl.
今のはまさか。
Please tell me you didn't hear that. The truth is, I'm kind of starving right now. I admit it, I was hungry since I didn't get to eat much at dinner. He was caught off guard for a second, then burst out laughing. Oh, he laughed. Come on, don't laugh. I hardly got to eat anything.
確かにそうだったな。病弱で人見知りの妻の役も楽ではないというわけか。
Seriously, that much food isn't nearly enough for someone as active as me. So all I want right now is to eat till I pass out. I glared at him with annoyed embarrassment. Eventually, his own gaze relaxed a bit.
そうか。なら今用意する。と言ってもさっきのシェフが作っておいてくれた料理を温め直すだけだがな。
Does that mean there's leftovers?
ああ、お前に出さなかった分はきちんと避けて冷蔵庫に入れておいてもらっている。今持ってくるから待っていろ。
Oh. He headed to the kitchen to warm up some food for me. Before long, the wonderful scent of warming food reached me, and I started to get excited. Yeah, food! Oh. Work before love. And here we are on another chapter. I'm going to save here, and I think that will be all for today. So if we sum up what we did today, we finally get to the special route of Monsieur S. Shelby Snail. Wait. Huh? Wait. Okay. So, we'll be back on the screen. Up. So that was it for the part 4 of Cupid Parasite. I hope you enjoyed it, and I actually don't know when I'm going to stream next week because I'm very busy next week because I have exams. Yeah, I have an exam, so I have to work hard for this week. But I think I can stream something on Saturday. Yeah, it will be on Saturday. Saturday afternoon. Maybe for longer than usual, we'll see. Yeah, I'll see if I can for Saturday. I still don't know what to stream. Maybe I can start a streaming of Ace Attorney, or also do karaoke. I don't know. It's been a while I did karaoke. Thank you, Panmin. And yeah, I'm still thinking about what kind of content I may make next week. I think yeah, Ace Attorney would be good. But I also have something with Apex. Like, I played Apex in the gold lobby, and now I'm gold 1. I'm gold 1, but I still have to gain some more points so that I can try to maybe stream from gold 1 to plat. I don't know. I still hesitate between these ideas, so don't hesitate to tell me what may be more interesting or not. Ace Attorney sounds fun. Ace Attorney sounds fun? Okay, so we'll go about Ace Attorney stream. So I just have to tell you before Ace Attorney, yeah, I did the first part and now I'm doing the second part. So I hope there won't be too much spoilers for you. So I will be playing the second part. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I really want to know what's on the next part. And I'm sorry if you have some spoiler in this stream. But yeah, so Ace Attorney would be on Saturday. Same time as always, 2 p.m. here. So yeah, 2 p.m. here, 10 p.m. in JST, KST, yeah. So we start like this. Ace Attorney stream on Saturday next week. And I hope my exam will be okay. My exams will be okay, yeah. I wish you a great day, a great night, and I thank you again for watching my stream. And let's do the ending then. Goodbye, adios, 맞다네, à plus, 또 만나요. Don't forget to follow the Twitter right below, and bye bye. Up.